Anywho, hopefully everybody's doing well. Let's see if we can get that to work better. Yeah, it's a little choppy for some reason. Why? Oh, that's not good. Here, I got an idea. 1 second here. Aha, there's the fix right there. Sorry, TikTok, we're gonna have to kill you for today. My bad. Anyways, so hopefully everything goes smoother after that. It should. Anyways, here is your forecast. It is looking pretty intense for this particular event. Let's just jump right into the forecast map. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, there we are. It should be much better now. I killed TikTok. My bad, TikTok. TikTok destroyed my computer, so I had to get rid of it. Okay. This is Brennan's Snowfall map, and it looks disgusting. So here is spring is coming soon, I promise. I promise. But currently, this is what we're dealing with right now. So as you can see, certain areas are going to be hit pretty darn hard. Now, probably the bigger story here is the freezing rain for southwestern Ontario. So we're going to dive into that. But at this particular moment, let's talk about the snowfall first. So huge thank you to everybody who's joined us, by the way. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Yes, how's my sound? Is the sound and video, is it all good now? One of these days it'll all just work perfectly, won't it? But that's okay. Judy says out of sync. All right, we'll work on that. Hopefully it gets back together. It was working perfectly before, but anywho, whatever. As long as the information gets through, that's fine. So this is Brendan's. Brendan says, "Don't diss my forecast map. It's beautiful in its own way." Yes, yes, I can appreciate that. It is quite gorgeous, the colors and everything. So let's talk about it here quickly. He's got a berry, which is where I live, in the 20 to 30 centimeter range. Oof, I'm not too excited about that. Thanks, Brennan. And actually, as you can see, there's a dashed lined area, and it talks about the fact that the ice pellets, typically they get mixed into the snowfall totals in the models. So if there is a lot of ice pellets, then the snowfall totals will be lower. So that has happened many times in the past where it's like, oh, it looks like it's going to be 20, 30 centimeters of snow, and then we have a boatload of ice pellets, and therefore it doesn't end up being that high of a snowfall total. But if the ice pellets stay out of berry, then it's possible we could be getting to the 20 to 30 centimeter range. Further to the north, we're going to take a deep dive. If you want to hang out with me for a little bit, we're going to take a deep dive into the models. We're going to check the American models, the Canadian, the European models. They all look disgusting unless you love snow. But yeah, so Huntsville, Bancroft, Renfrew, potentially Ottawa, it looks like it on those models, Smith Falls, Brockville, and Cornwall, 25 to 40 centimeters is possible by the end of this storm. So this is tomorrow, Wednesday, into Thursday. We're going to look through the timing as well, too. And so, if you had the option of freezing rain or heavy snowfall, probably choosing the snowfall. So, yeah, that's a lot of snowfall, but it's definitely not going to be as brutal as what southwestern Ontario is going to be experiencing. The models they're not perfectly in agreement, but they all talk about a lot of freezing rain for deep southwestern Ontario. So London and those areas, it's going to be pretty nasty. So we will dive into that. But this is the first map. Actually, you know what, Brennan? I think he did do a freezing rain map, and I'm pretty sure I just put it on here. So let's talk about that before I get too deep into it. We'll go back to the snowfall. This is Brennan's freezing rain forecast, which does not look great. It does not look great. 15 to 30 millimeters of freezing rain possible for Sarnia, Petrolia, St. Thomas, London, Strathroy, Lucan, Randben, Lambton Shores, Exeter, maybe Woodstock as well too, Tillsonburg, and Simcoe. Not Simcoe County, but Simcoe, the town that is north of Lake Erie. So that's not great. That is not a great thing. And then, as you can see, it tapers off. The further you go north, the less freezing rain potential there is. But if you even talk about Windsor, Amherstburg, Essex County, Leamington, Tilbury, Chatham, Kent, you're talking 8 to 15 millimeters, which isn't great either. And then 10 to 20 millimeters is possible for Brantford, maybe Clinton, and Wallaceburg and Thamesville. So, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, if you are in those areas, driving conditions are going to be a write-off. The power outages are going to be probable, if not likely. So, yeah, there's some pretty strong wording from Environment Canada on this one as well, too. So we can probably dive into that a little bit later as well. But you probably want to see the snow day / ice day, the winter storm snow day forecast. Seems to be relatively popular amongst the folks that watch the live stream here. So I'll jump into that here. So that's your freezing rain forecast. Kitchener Waterloo talking about 2 to 5 millimeters, 5 to 10 millimeters in Wingham, Listowel, maybe St. Jacobs, Cambridge. I just want to talk about a few more places. Toronto only looks like maybe a couple millimeters of freezing rain, maybe a little bit more, but 0 to 2 is kind of where we're leaving it right now. Oakville is talking about 2 to 5. And then as you get further south, so Hamilton's in the 8 to 15. St. Catharines and Niagara's in the 8 to 15. But then Brantford again in that 10 to 20. But then London, London's it's our biggest community by far. I'm from Barrie, so you figure maybe the chance would be that Barrie would be our biggest community. Barrie's our second largest community. Our number one largest community is London. So, and probably London gets some brutal storms sometimes. Many times London gets completely missed, but there are many times London gets some brutal storms, and this does not look like a great one. So, yeah. So if you are in London, St. Thomas, Tillsonburg, Petrolia, Sarnia, you should be preparing for power outages. I think Elena is going to post her, if she hasn't already, post her ice storm kind of emergency kit article to hopefully help you get prepared for that. So I'll take a look in the chat. Yeah. Oh, Brennan says, please mention, the timing doesn't matter. Typically with bus cancellations, when Environment Canada is forecasting an ice storm, so just historically, we've been doing these snow day forecasts for a while to try to, best guess it. Are the buses going to be canceled? We don't have any authority over that. It's completely up to the school boards. It's completely up to the bus companies. But we try our best to give our best guess as to, is this potentially going to happen? And and so Brennan says, when Environment Canada is forecasting an ice storm, even if the timing is later, typically we're going to see some bus cancellations. So let me it is up. Alana said it is up. Okay, great. Yeah, please. That's perfect. Cool. So if you check our page on Facebook, or I think she posted it to Twitter as well too. So Facebook or Twitter, Instant Weather Ontario, or Ontario Stormwatch, you'll be able to scroll down the page and you'll be able to see her article about how to prepare for an ice storm, which is pretty important. So forgot Twitter. She's going to do that right now. Perfect. Great. Cool. Thank you, Alana. Appreciate that. Thank you, Brennan. Let's go to everybody's favorite map, the snow/ice day forecast. And this is for Wednesday. So we'll talk about Thursday after. Brennan's been posting these every day, whether there's a risk or not. He's been all over, because people just literally every single day, people are like, are you posting the snow day forecast today? It's going to be sunshine for 4 days, but are you posting it? So Brennan's just decided he's just going to do it every day. So that kind of makes sense. Why not? Miranda says, 2,000 viewers. Wow. So that's only on one page, I think, because I see the full total number right now. That's 4,422 people joining us on the live stream, by the way. Thank you for joining us. Sincerely appreciate it. My apologies to those on TikTok. We try to go live to TikTok, and my laptop here that's running that stream almost exploded. So we'll work on that at another time. But anywho, so this is our snow day forecast. As you can see, areas to the southwest, Brennan's got out. If you look at this legend he's got, this typically comes to the superstition tactics that a lot of people have. Oh, you can go to instantweather.ca/snow-day. And that's where we post that forecast. I'm going to post that forecast every single day. So if you want to just go to that page, hit refresh, and wait for that snow day forecast to show up, when Brennan does put that up, you can see it there. So, but if you look at this legend he's got going on, so in Eastern Ontario for Wednesday, this is for Wednesday. So Thursday is going to look different, but for Wednesday, Eastern Ontario, only 5 to 10% chance. He's got it as sorry, probably not. And then when we go to areas like North Bay, the Bruce Peninsula, parts of Kawartha Lakes there, he's got it at 10 to 25%, which is spoon under the pillow. So this is a thing, supposedly, that people do. If you have a chance, trying to increase your chances of the universe giving you a snow day, you put a spoon under your pillow. I would recommend plastic, probably a good idea. Maybe small. A small plastic spoon might be a reasonable idea. But anyway, so spoon under your pillow, 10 to 25%. Cross your shovels. I don't know where that one came from. 25 to 50% chance, and that is for Simcoe North, Durham North for Toronto. Only 25 to 50% chance, and the Owen Sound areas and Meaford as well too. I wonder if Collingwood's in there as well, potentially. I know Collingwood might be in Simcoe West. I think in Simcoe West, yeah. So that is 25 to 50%. Flip a coin at 50 to 75%. That's not a superstition thing. It's just like literally it's like 50-50 basically. And that is for Hanover, and it looks like Simcoe County, Barrie, flip a coin. And York Region as well too. And I think the Peel South and Halton as well, I think. Unless that arrow is going to the left of that, but I'm pretty sure. Somewhere close to that. Anyways, once we get to red, Pajamas Inside Out is the optimal trick at 75 to 90% chance. And that is for, I believe, Kitchener-Waterloo, Guelph, and surrounding communities. Hamilton, Niagara, those areas is 75 to 90% chance. Pretty good chance. Brennan's track record is pretty solid. Once in a while it can go off the rails, but he's pretty rock solid when it comes to this. So, yeah. And then 90 to 99% chance for pretty much up deep southwestern Ontario, from Windsor through London, St. Thomas, Sarnia, Grand Bend, those areas. You're looking at, I think, probably Woodstock is in there too, potentially. But yeah, you are definitely looking at 90 to 99% chance. So he double checked. He double checked to see if any of the school boards have canceled yet, and I don't think any of them have yet. But the fact that it was quite the alerts today. It was like upgraded to a watch, and then I forget exactly how it went. And then it was like freezing rain warning issued, and then freezing rain warning replaced with winter storm warning. That was interesting. But anyway, so I think they've got it all sorted out there. So side note, that's not us. That's Environment Canada who issues those when we send them through our app. Side note, if you don't have our app, do you have our app? Let us know if you have our app. If you do have our app and you like it, let us know. I am going to pull up the link to our app. It's free. Go to instantweatherapp.com, or just go to the App Store and search Instant Weather. Look for our white and blue icon. It's free. Download it. And again, let us know in the comments if you do use the app and if you like it. Let everybody know. Susie Smith says, she said something, but I couldn't click on it. She said, love your app. Thank you so much, Susie Smith. Appreciate it. Jane says, love the app. Thank you kindly. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hold on a second here. Leanne says, love the app and love the text messages alerts too. Thank you so much, Leanne. We do have text message alerts as well too. They're like $3 a month. They're great for tornado season for sure. And if you want those, you can go to textmessagealerts.com as well. I say they're great for tornado season because they work even if the internet goes out for some reason. So text messages can work as long as you have a basic cell signal. Like everybody's jumping on the cell phone tower to try to get information at the same time. It totally gets bogged down. This happened during the Ottawa tornado. It's happened in several different situations. So in those cases, the only thing that has a chance to actually get through is going to be a basic SMS text message. So that's why we have that system. We've had it going since 2015. So yeah, thank you to all those who subscribe. And yeah, thank you to all those who support our team and our community and all this stuff. We really sincerely appreciate it. You make all of this possible. So thank you kindly. Thank you. So that is your snow/ice day forecast. So there's that. Let's go back to this. I want to go back to the snowfall map before we get too deep into it. So again, for a lot of areas, the ice pellets are going to contribute to in the models they contribute to the snowfall totals. So where Brendan is highlighted here, where he says ice pellets possible, And then if you read the details below, it says, due to the potential for ice pellets, some locations may receive less snowfall accumulation than forecasted. So, yeah, if you're in the ice pellet range, it's very possible that your snowfall totals on this map are going to be lower. That all depends on how much ice pellets are part of the accumulation. So, if there's no ice pellets at all, then, Goderich, Kitchener-Waterloo, Guelph, Toronto could see 10 to 20 centimeters. But with a lot of ice pellets, maybe more towards 5 to 10, 10 to 15. We'll have to see. And then, Orangeville, Hanover, and Newmarket, all the way to Prince Edward County and Kingston and Peterborough, you're looking at 15 to 25 centimeters. But again, you're within that, and you're within that ice pellet range. So there's that. So that means, your 15 to 25 centimeters could be lower if you get a lot of ice pellets instead of snowfall. And then 20 to 30 centimeters for Collingwood, Owen Sound, Tobermory, Perry Sound, Midland, Orillia, Tweed, possibly Peterborough. You're right on the edge there. And Algonquin Park, Petawawa, Pembroke, Perry Sound, Britt, Bracebridge. And then further to the northeast, you're looking at from Ottawa to Huntsville, Bancroft, Renfrew, Smith Falls, Brockville, and Cornwall. 25 to 40 centimeters. And you are not in the potential for ice pellets. I mean, you might see some, but it shouldn't affect your total. So 25 centimeters likely, up to localized areas of 40 centimeters or maybe slightly higher. So there's that. So that's what's happening here. I want to jump over. Oh, thank you so much, Property Stars. Thank you for that. Stadium Property Stars sending in a super chat on YouTube. Sincerely appreciate it. Thank you to all those sending in stars on Facebook, which is like a tip jar on Facebook. Thank you to all those sending in super chats. Sincerely appreciate it. You make all the difference. We really, really appreciate it. We've been doing so much development lately. It's been crazy. So, So times have been quite tight. So your donations actually do make a substantial difference, and we really do appreciate it. But times have been tight because we're trying to develop Instant Weather Pro. We're trying to launch that this spring, but we're trying to so much spent on development for that. Working on some really cool projects as well too. The 3D Weatherverse. I don't know if you've seen any of those clips that we posted, but there's that. So there's a lot. So we're spending a lot more than we're making right now, and it's getting tight. Not gonna lie, it's pretty intense. But we want to keep going. We're stoked to launch Instant Weather Pro and get that moving and try to find a nice comfortable spot again so we can just focus on forecasting and do all that stuff. So anyways, long story short, your donations help a lot. We really appreciate it. A huge thank you to those who have also subscribed to the app to remove ads and to extend the radar 5 hours. Huge thank you to you. Anybody who subscribes to our text message alerts or app or on Patreon as well too, or sends us, donations through social media, like, you make a huge, huge difference, and we sincerely appreciate it. So thank you kindly. I really, really do appreciate it. Okay. Let's talk about the models. We're going to go through some of the models right now if you want to hang out for a little bit. If you want to hang out for a little bit, we're gonna take a deep dive. We're going deep tonight. We might live stream tomorrow. The live stream is gonna basically go like this. There's freezing rain everywhere and snowfall everywhere. I don't know what during a tornado event, it's like, here's where the tornadoes are going, or here's where the severe thunderstorms are moving. There's something to track. When it's just this giant blob of a storm, it's like everywhere is awful right now. If you want us to live stream, let us know. We can go through that. But I feel like the forecast in the winter, the forecast live stream makes more sense because we're talking about what's coming up. We're trying to get everybody prepared for it. But in the summertime, it's like, we got to track stuff in real time. It gets pretty intense. So yes. Brennan said, I just noticed Adam's collar is unbuttoned. Things are serious. Oh dear. Anyways, okay. Let's jump into these models. This is pretty cool. Brennan even gave me his fancy overlay. Look at this fancy overlay. So if you saw Brennan, actually, I think Brennan did his first video ever. Brennan, did you do your first video? Was it ever? I don't know. It was pretty cool. Anyways, I thought you did a great job. Let us know if you saw Brennan's video. I think it was pinned to the top of our page. I'm not sure if it's there anymore, but yeah. But anyways, Brennan did a video. It's awesome, and huge thanks to him. And then he sent us this super cool overlay. So yes. Oh, we got a yes. Please live stream tomorrow. Cole said in the comments here. I should open the comments so I can actually see them in real time. Wouldn't that be nice? There we go. There we go. Okay, I've got them now. Perfect. The video is perfect, says Christy. I'll pull that up on the video was perfect. Thank you. His video was great, says Diane. Thank you so much. Yeah, Brennan needs to do more of those for sure. He's awesome. Okay. Barry says, Adam Skinner, I hear your echo in my headphones. Does anybody else hear an echo? Maybe, Barry, do you maybe have two live streams open? That might be the case. Oh, you hear echo too? Huh. Why would you hear echo? Interesting. Why would you hear it? Oh, I think I might know. Hold on. Let me just quickly do this. And let me just quickly jump to this. And I think this might be the reason. There. Let me know if you hear echo anymore. And if not, we're good. Probably gone. No echo here. Should be gone. Gone? Yeah, I thought so. These things happen. Okay. So, yeah. Anyways, let's jump to the models here. Wait, we're already there. Okay. All right. We're going deep. We're going deep, folks. This is getting serious. This is pivotalweather.com. They got incredible weather models, and we're going to jump through them. This is the rapidly refreshing American model. Let's talk about timing. So this is, let's see here. So if this is 8, actually I can just click through these. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's midnight Wednesday morning, 1 a.m. Wednesday morning, 2, 3. Snow starting to move into southwestern Ontario by 3, 4, 5. Just a little bit of snow. Nothing big. No big deal. 6, 7 o'clock. Now we're starting to see some stuff coming in southwestern Ontario. So 8 o'clock, it's moving into Windsor and Leamington, heavy snow. 9, heavier snow. 10, now you see that purple. That purple is freezing rain. So there's 11, 12. Looks like it kind of tapers off, right? So there's 1 p.m. 2, kind of comes back. Orange is ice pellets. The mixing of ice pellets and freezing rain there. I'm still focusing on deep southwestern Ontario. As you can see, the snowfall has now moved further to the northeast. But so if this is 3. Oh, is ice pellets purple? Are you sure? Hold on a sec. Sorry, Alana was just in my ear and she says ice pellets are purple. Let me just double check. Oh, sleet, freezing rain. Oh, yes, pivotal's the other way. See, if it wasn't for the team, I'd lose my mind. So, okay, my bad. So purple is ice pellets, and orange is going to be freezing rain. I don't know why pivotal does that. Usually purple is always freezing rain. But anyways, okay, that's fine. Thank you for clarifying. That would be bad if I had that wrong. Okay, so lots of ice pellets, as you can see, all the way from Sarnia through Hamilton, St. Catharines, Guelph, Kitchener-Waterloo, and this is 7 o'clock or so. So that's 7 o'clock right there. Here's 8 o'clock, 9, 10. There is 11. So as you can see the orange now in deep southwestern Ontario. There is 12. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is on Thursday. 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9, 10, and it starts to clear out. So that's interesting. I want to actually go back here. Interesting. I have it right here. This is the snowfall totals from that same model. And this is the freezing rain. So this is freezing rain QPF. And yeah. So let's talk about the freezing rain totals from that particular model. This is in inches, an inch 0.15 for London. That's not great. Let's talk about Sarnia is about an inch. And yeah, no. See, I'm wondering if the ice pellets are part of this. If they're getting mixed in. Cole says that's 30 millimeters. Yeah. So ice pellets, it looks like potentially ice pellets might hinder some of the freezing rain totals as well. Not just the snowfall totals, but possibly the freezing rain totals. So there's that. Lori says, happy 55th birthday to my amazing husband, Sean Horton. Happy birthday, Sean. Yes, so I'm wondering if these totals are going to be including the ice pellets. So if I check out the Fram totals, 1 second here. These are slightly different. Let's see. Yeah, they're a little bit more reasonable. And let's see, for London, talking about 0.75 inch. So the Fram, I wonder if the Fram totals are superior, if potentially they're limiting the ice pellets or removing the ice pellets from the totals here. But yeah, so London is talking about 0.77 inches. So what does that equal out to? I guess if we were talking about an inch 0.15, Cole said that was 30 millimeters. So probably more towards 10 to 20-ish millimeters in that range. I would think so. Yeah, so let's go back to that snowfall map. I don't know if you saw that earlier. Let's jump into that here. This is the snowfall map. Now, this is a version called Kuchera. So what it does is it has a variable ratio. This sounds complicated, but it's trying to... snowfall rates change. They're not always perfectly 10 to 1, which is the idea that you have 1 millimeter of rain, you have 10 centimeters of snow. Wait, sorry, 1 millimeter of rain, 1 centimeter of snow. That's right. So typically it's a 1 to 10 ratio. And with Kuchera, there's a variable there. So it tries to estimate this is probably what the worst case scenario would be. And now this isn't inches, unfortunately, but we can convert that. So over here in Ottawa, it's talking about 14 inches. And 14 inches, 15 inches is 38 centimeters. So a little bit less than that. Probably 36-ish, somewhere in there. Let's go to Barrie. What's happening in Barrie? I live in Barrie. A foot. So worst case scenario for snowfall in Barrie would be around a foot based on this one particular model, one particular run. So this isn't like a guaranteed, but it looks like we're getting a lot of snow. In this particular run, red and purple means a lot of snow. So southwestern Ontario, you're getting the ice pellets, you're getting the freezing rain, and further to the north, you're looking at snow and quite a bit of it. But again, in that middle corridor from like Toronto over to Owen Sound, in that corridor, if there's a lot more ice pellets, then your snowfall totals will be lower. So that's something that could happen here. Tanya says, Hamilton rundown, please. Everybody's talking about their exact location. Let's see here. Okay, what's for Hamilton? Hamilton's not getting that much snow. It's probably a lot of ice pellets and possibly quite a bit of freezing rain. So that is what's happening for Hamilton. So how about Hamilton? Can't see the snow totals. Yeah, it's pretty low. You know what? Let me jump back to Brennan's maps because they'll be actually easier. It'll be easier for sure to look through. Oh yeah, I should switch models though. I did say I was going to go deep. Okay, so let's go to, so that's a snowfall from the rapidly refreshing American model. Let's go to the Canadian model. And this is the latest run from the Canadian model, I believe. And the snowfall totals are not as high. It comes in, and this is by Thursday night, basically. That's Thursday night. Right about there. We'll just do till Thursday night at about 8 o'clock. So snowfall totals from the Canadian model, definitely not as high as as what we were seeing from the American model there. So a little less aggressive from the Canadian model, talking about 9 inches maybe. So 6 to 9 inches, somewhere in there. So you'd be looking at 10 to 20 centimeters or so. So it's a little bit less aggressive from the Canadian model. And if we go to a different American model, this is called the NAM, and this particular model is actually closer to the Canadian. So talking about maybe 10 to 20, 25 centimeters or so for Eastern Ontario. And down here, like Barrie is talking about 9 inches. Owen Sound area, about 10, 11 or so. And so that would be, 25, so 15 to 25 centimeters, somewhere in there. And then if we go to the European model, it comes back to aggressive town. So let's look at it till about Friday night. Yes, right about there. So it's definitely a little stronger. This is for snowfall, by the way. If you're wondering what we're looking at here, this is the snowfall. Carol's asking about temperatures. So, Carol, if you want to look specifically what the temperatures are going to be for your area, I would definitely recommend downloading our free app. You can get it at instantweatherapp.com. Instantweatherapp.com. It's free, and then you can go hour by hour and check your exact location and see what kind of temperature swings you're going to be dealing with for sure. Something I haven't even talked about here is the wind gusts. So the wind gusts are going to be actually quite strong. And you combine that with the snowfall, you combine it with the ice pellets, wind gusts plus ice pellets. Doesn't sound very appealing. And then also you have the freezing rain as well too. So basically a big mess of snowfall, freezing rain, ice pellets, wind, and yeah, winter storm. That's basically it. It's a classic winter storm. So wind plus freezing rain is a huge issue, says Alana. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Let's see here. Cole says the total accumulation in centimeters is not just snow. For me, it says, he's talking about on our app. It says 12 to 20 centimeters of snow and ice. So yeah, it's a mixture, right? So the totals are going to be dependent on if there's a lot of ice pellets. So anywho, let's jump back to the snowfall maps. Let's go to the Brennan's original snowfall map. So again, deep southwestern Ontario, 0 to 5 centimeters, nothing too crazy. But deep southwestern Ontario is going to be dealing with a lot of ice pellets, a lot of freezing rain, and wind for sure. So you mix those all together, it's not going to be great. And then as we move further to the north, Woodstock, Brantford, Hamilton, maybe, some of the models are saying like 2 to 5 centimeters. This says 5 to 10 is possible. But again, if the ice pellets, if there's a lot of ice pellets, then the snowfall totals will be lower. And then you're talking about maybe 10 to 20 centimeters for Goderich, Kitchener, Waterloo, Guelph, and Toronto. But a good chance the ice pellets are going to be more of the situation there. So it's going to be a mix of snowfall and ice pellets there. As we get further to the north, Kincardine, Orangeville, Newmarket, Prince Edward County, Kingston, and Peterborough, possibly 15 to 25 centimeters. But there's a good chance that ice pellets are going to mess with those totals. So we'll see. Some sort of mixture of ice pellets and snowfall there. Further to the north, you're talking about, again, Orangeville's right on that edge. So Owen Sound, Collingwood, Tobermory, Midland, Barrie, Orillia, Parry Sound, Britt, Sunridge, Algonquin Park, Petawawa, Pembroke, Tweed. Those areas in purple, as you see there, 20 to 30 centimeters are possible. And areas to the south of Barrie and kind of maybe Collingwood, Hanover areas, it's possible that you're going to see a lot of ice pellets, so those totals could be skewed. Kingston as well, too, is maybe more ice pellets, so less snowfall total. And then Barrie's right on the edge here, and areas to the north, 20 to 30 centimeters is a possibility. So 20 being the bottom of our ranges is the more likely, but there is a chance of isolated areas having more. Storms don't perfectly blanket everything flat. So when you have, isolated areas that get higher precipitation for a longer period of time, then you can have upwards of 30 centimeters in those purple areas. And then 25 to 40 centimeters is possible. Some of the models, Canadian model and one of the American models looks more towards the 25 centimeters for Eastern Ontario. But definitely the rapid refresh and the European model are looking closer to 30 centimeters, maybe even all the way to 40. So Huntsville, Bancroft, Smith Falls, Brockville, Renfrew, Ottawa, and Cornwall. You are looking at quite a bit of snowfall. And that's all the way into Thursday. So this is for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, February 22nd, 2023, and Thursday, February 23rd, 2023. So there's that. There's definitely that. And again, Alana wrote that great preparedness for ice storm article as well, too. And you can find that on our pages. So huge shout out to all those who are watching. We're on so many different platforms right now. We were on TikTok, but I did have to kill the TikTok live stream, unfortunately, because my computer exploded and the whole stream went down the drain. But as soon as we cut that off, everything went back to normal. So so we're on Twitch right now. We're on LinkedIn. We are on Twitter and Facebook, on Instant Weather Ontario, on Ontario Storm Watch, and Ontario Storm Reports. So we have 3 different places on Facebook we're on right now. And Alana had a good point. She says we should take a look at the timing. We looked at the timing on the rapid refresh model, but let's look at the timing on the latest Canadian model. So I'll jump into that here. Give me just 1 second. And there we go. Okay, so let's look at the timing based on the Canadian model, which is definitely showing some different totals compared to the rapid refresh model. So this is 8 o'clock tonight. There is 11, 1 o'clock. This is 3. This is actually, sorry, that is 7. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. There's 1 p.m. tomorrow, and we're starting to see those same conditions moving into southwestern Ontario. The Canadian model is a little bit slower, I think, than the HRR model. It looks like, but so that is 1. And we'll go. This is 4 o'clock, and as you can see, ice pellets and some freezing rain is starting to move into southwestern Ontario. In the blue, we have snowfall that is already getting all the way up to the GTA and parts of southwestern Ontario as well too. So let's start off with snow, and then the freezing rain is going to come in behind. And this is tomorrow at 8 p.m. And you can see the freezing rain is starting in the Windsor areas. So in this particular case, the purple is the ice pellets, and the freezing rain is an orange. It drives me nuts because it's reversed from like every other model site. I don't know why they do that. Freezing rain should be purple. But anyways, side note, on our app, if you're always wondering what the colors are, because we've never put a legend on there for some miraculous reason, I have no idea why. Blue is snow, and on our app, purple is freezing rain. Hey! And pink is ice pellets. So pink is ice pellets, purple is freezing rain on our app. But in this particular case, purple is ice pellets, and orange is freezing rain. I don't know why Pivotal does that. Drives me nuts. Okay. Patricia had a good point. She says, if you are on Facebook and you haven't joined our group yet, please join Ontario Storm Reports. I'll put the link up here. Facebook.com/groups/Ontario Storm Reports. And it's a great place to see reports from everybody else in the community, and it's a great place to post your reports. So please read the rules, follow them closely. Huge thanks to our mod team, Patricia, Lindsay, Teresa, Alana, Liam, Cole, Miranda, everybody Brendan, who chips in on moderating that group. It's much different than moderating our pages. We've got some pretty big pages, but moderating a group is a whole different ballgame. Because anybody can post. So on our page, maybe we have to moderate some comments. On a group, anybody can post. So it's been a journey for sure. It has been a journey, and yeah. Oh my goodness, it's been pretty wild. So, but anyways, huge thank you to all those who have joined. The group grew from nothing. I think it was last year when we launched. I can't even remember anymore. But we're up to 160,000 community members now in that group. And it's a great place to share your reports. The true idea for the group, I mean, winter makes sense. It's good to share like road conditions and all these kind of things, what you're experiencing, only if it's safe to do so. We don't want people driving and taking photos. We want you pulling over safely, and making a report, or wait till you get to your destination and then say, even if you, during big storms, we kind of ease the rules with having to post a picture. Typically, you have to post a picture, not a screenshot from your app. Even our app, we're like, no, we don't want just screenshots of apps. Because that was like filling the page. And we're like, this is not what we envisioned. So we have this general rule of please post a picture or a video. And then you can if you want to post a picture of a screenshot of an app and a video and a photo of the outside, like you want to mix those together and make that a post, that's fine. But as long as there's a photo or a video, that's what we want. However, we don't want people endangering themselves. So during storm mode or during storms, we're okay with people posting, just text if it's safer that way to do so. Or, like you arrive home safely and then you text and say, nobody driving this particular road or something. It's brutal. So we're okay with that. But yeah, Ontario Storm Reports has the original goal was for people sharing tornado reports, because there have been times where someone will send us a private message, during a big tornado event, we have thousands of private messages. So 277 messages up the list is a tornado report. We can't get to those quickly in some cases. Some cases we can get to them super fast. But in a lot of cases, they're buried. We don't find them till after the fact. So that's why we created this group, because during during a tornado event, we kind of turn off the. Typically, we review everything that's posted because we get so much spam. The spam is unbelievable. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with this. If you're on any of the groups on Facebook, the spam is ridiculous. So people are posting adult content they shouldn't. They're posting all these memes. They join our pages and swaths, and they post all this garbage. So most of the time we have post approval on, but we're always checking those posts and we're quickly approving them to make sure that they're not spam. But during a tornado event, we kind of just like we just take the doors off and we just like let it go because we want somebody to be able to post a tornado report, everybody be able to see it immediately, and then there's no friction. The idea of the group is to remove friction. So you post a tornado report or somebody posts a tornado report, and immediately we can see it as a team. So we can like build a polygon and send out tornado has been reported. Or Environment Canada's on the page as well too. All their members are there, so they can scan through it as well too. So it's for Environment Canada to be able to issue alerts. It's for our team to be able to see it and post it to the community. It's for, more importantly, for the community itself to see someone just posted a funnel cloud really close to where I am. I'm just about to travel that way. Maybe I shouldn't. So it's a great place to remove friction from your incredible reports to everybody else in the community. So that's why we started it. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So there's that. I like reading the team chat. Make sure I always look over there wondering if I'm going to be getting in trouble for saying something I shouldn't. But hey, looks like everybody's happy. Yay. All right. I did something okay. There's that. Okay. That's my new slogan. There's that. So let's go back to Snowfall. Here, freezing rain. So that's freezing rain from the Rapidly Fresh. Here is freezing rain from the Canadian model. Still looking pretty nasty, especially along Lake Erie. Freezing rain from another American model. Looks a little bit different, but still brutal. And then here's the European model, which I think might actually be the strongest of all of them. I don't think I saw 1.25 inches. That's not good. 1.32. That's not good. So let's actually let's go to the European model for timing. See if that's any different. I don't think we have the late night run yet, but the European model is showing a lot more freezing rain than the American model was for sure, and it's really showing here. As you can see it in orange, and that is Thursday at 7 p.m. Yeah, that's Thursday at 7. Here's 10 o'clock. That would be 1 a.m. and then it tapers off there. But yeah, that is a pretty big swath of freezing rain there. Much less ice pellets on the European model. So that's not good. Miranda said some people are asking on the stream what the difference is between ice pellets and freezing rain. So we can get into the logistics of how exactly it works, but really, ice pellets, you think a lot of people report them as hail. They say, we had hail. I'm like, well, that's too cold for hail. So it's probably ice pellets. So ice pellets. And then you can also have grapple, which is like the tiny little puffy snowballs, like little popcorn that fall. So there's that. So it's typically you're either having ice pellets, which are like tiny. They seem like they're tiny little pieces of hail. You can hear it like bouncing off of tin roofs and stuff. And then you have grapple, which is more like tiny little balls of snow. And then you have freezing rain. So freezing rain, you think it's just raining, but the surface is so cold that when it hits the surface, it turns into ice. Then you have ice accretion. So, hey, look at that graphic. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so rain on the left. So it all depends on where the warm air is. And as you can see, the higher up the warm air is, so on the far right, the extremes are on the far left here, we have just rain. On the far right, we have just snow. And then in the middle, when you have that warm air getting closer to the surface, then, but still close. So it falls as rain, and then it turns into ice when it hits the surface. And then you have sleet, sleet can be the mixture of, again, ice pellets, or in some cases, you can have that grapple, which is like the little, Atlanta, that's brilliant. That's good. If you can pull that up, that's actually pretty funny. She found a donut. She found a good donut reference. What is it with food? What is it with grapples like a snow globe? Says Jenny. Yeah, I can see that for sure. I don't know what it is about food that it makes the best reference ever. Um. Oh, someone wanted me to go over the snow day map. Yes, I can pull that up here as well too. So first, this is the freezing rain forecast. Not great. Doesn't look great. I'm pretty sure Brennan already posted that, so you should be able to find it on our page. And I did want to bring up the bus cancellation map as well too. So people like food, says Lizzie. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's that. We had grapple today in Barry South, says Natalie. We had it in Barry North as well too. Yeah, I was picking up my son from school, and we were getting pelted with little balls of snow, and that was definitely grapple. It seemed like it for sure. 1 second here. Yes. So, sorry, just looking through the comments here. Give me just 1 second. A lot of folks asking what time it's starting. What time is it starting in Barrie, says Christine. That's a good question. I'm literally going to jump on our app. So again, if you haven't downloaded our app yet, it's free. You can go to instantweatherapp.com and download the app for free. But let's go through some things. So I should be able to pull this up here. So this is our app for Barrie. And let's see what the time is here. So I'm going to go to the hourly data and see. So tomorrow it looks like it's starting at about 1 p.m.-ish. Starts with snow showers, light snow. The snow gets a lot heavier. We have this like little graph at the top showing how heavy the precipitation is going to get. The snow is going to get to 1.2 centimeters per hour around 7 p.m. So it's going to get pretty heavy, and it stays heavy all the way. Whoa, it gets up to 3 centimeters an hour at 9 p.m. tomorrow in Barrie. Whoa. And it says 100% chance of snow. Where is it? There we go. 100% chance of snow. So yeah, it's going to be snow. Wind gusts are going to get up to 34, 37. That's going to be pretty gusty as well too. So tomorrow night's going to be pretty darn nasty. I could see bus cancellations being a little bit more prevalent on Thursday. But again, you can see the bus cancellations beside me. Southwestern Ontario, chances are fairly good just because, especially for the ride home is not going to be great. So they have to take that into consideration for sure. Oh, here's the graphic. Yes. Freezing rain and sleet to the Region 8 Storm team. I feel like that is a news team in the U.S. somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. But the Region 8 Storm team came up with that. It's American for sure, absolutely. Freezing rain and sleet. Yeah, that is a perfect image for sure. Okay, so Lillian says, LOL about the donuts. Anybody for a Tim's run before it hits. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna check out a few other areas. Ottawa. Let's talk about Ottawa. Let's see here. Someone was mentioning Connor Mockett as well too. Yeah, Connor Mock is awesome. Yeah, he rocks Eastern Ontario. We like him a lot. Okay, let's go take a look at Ottawa. I'm gonna search it here. I think I have too many locations on my phone, but I'm searching this. Okay, Ottawa, snowfall warning. It's 15 to 20 centimeters from Environment Canada. I'm sure you already know about that. And yeah, so our app for Ottawa actually says 8.8 centimeters for tomorrow and 9 centimeters for Thursday. So that's pretty good. 17-ish or so. What's happening on Friday? Ottawa's going, the low on Friday is minus 24. Actually, we can't really complain because we've had it. It's pretty good. I mean, those super cold nights. You remember those super cold nights? They were kind of crazy. Like just walking outside and being like, oof. It's like northern Ontario cold. It was, I think at one point in time it was minus 27. I mean, I'm sure people in Manitoba and the prairies and northern Ontario are just laughing at me right now because that's like a warm summer day there. Um, but yeah, it was cold. But yeah, so down to minus 24 on Friday for Ottawa. But anywho, yeah, so some snowfall for Ottawa, and we're gonna look at timing as well too. So snowfall should be tapering off tonight that they already have there. And then what time does it start for Ottawa? It doesn't start till about 9 p.m. A few snow showers at 9 p.m., light snow at 10, and then it gets to the heavier snow at 11, 12, 1 a.m., etc., etc. And the snowfall will continue until 3 a.m. on Friday, and then it tapers off. So, yes. Yeah, I know, that's crazy cool. What is that? Oh, that's the GFS? Yeah, the GFS looks pretty strong too. We're just comparing all the different models here with our team. So, okay, I checked out Ottawa. What's next? Let's see here. How does it look for Hamilton? Someone asked. Night Burn said, how does it look for Hamilton? I will check Hamilton for you. I mean, you can literally do this yourself. You know, you can just download our app and check it out, but I'll check it out for you, because why not? Okay, Hamilton. Here we go. Hamilton, Ontario. Winter storm warning. Snow and ice pellets with total amounts near 15 centimeters, says Environment Canada. Accumulations may be lower in areas towards Lake Ontario that experience a greater period of mixing with ice pellets and freezing rain, of course. And the timing, they're saying early Wednesday evening to Thursday morning. Excuse me, but I'm going to check out the hourly here for Hamilton. And it looks like Hamilton, snow showers are going to start at 1 p.m. for Hamilton. So 2 p.m., 3 p.m., we're getting the light snow at 4 p.m., and then the snow gets heavier and heavier progressively from 5 till 7 p.m. And it stays strong. And then snow and wind, you're looking at 50 kilometer an hour gusts at midnight. Thursday morning, snow and wind. The strongest gusts are between midnight and 3 a.m. And then snow starts to taper off by 7 a.m. on Thursday. Then you get another wintry mix on Thursday, 2 p.m., 4 p.m., more snow showers and wintry mix until midnight. So, yeah, so that's what's happening for you. Lizzie says you can check the instant weather app. I mean, that's literally what I'm doing. I'm just literally checking our app because the timing is so good on it that, yeah, it's definitely it's good to check. Oh, Joan says, why do you keep covering up the Windsor area? My bad. It's just the way. It's just the place the comments and the banners go. You might want to retweak this. Hold on. Let me get rid of this particular banner. There we go. Windsor, we have you in the 90 to 99% chance of a snow day, if you're wondering about that. Let me jump back to... Oh, no, I did it again. No way. I love our team. They keep me on my toes. Okay, we have to fix this in the app. There's two Hamiltons for some miraculous reason. There's the city of Hamilton, and then there's, what do they call the other one? Is it the municipality of, what is it? Hamilton, it's not Hamilton County, is it? Township. Okay. So there's a Hamilton Township. And now where's that again? Is it over, was it Eastern Ontario? Okay. I see. It was like Peterborough area? Yeah, okay. So there's two Hamiltons. I was talking about the wrong one. I'm going to search Hamilton City. We need to send, I was going to, on the last live stream I talked about this, and we're going to send a notification to all those in Hamilton, the city. Hamilton, Ontario, the city. No, it still didn't come up. Winter storm. Is it winter storm warning? Not winter storm warning. What? Hold on a second here. There's a freezing rain warning in effect for Hamilton City. City of Hamilton. Hold on, let me write that. City of Hamilton. We need to go into the database and make sure. Aha! That's the trick. If you live in Hamilton and you use our app, I'm writing this down somewhere, or I'll remember this, I think. You have to search City of Hamilton, or if you just turn location services on, then it's going to work, no problem. But if you don't turn location services on your device, please search City of Hamilton to make sure you're getting the correct alerts and you're getting the correct forecast, or else you're getting a forecast for Peterborough area. Let's try that again. City of Hamilton under freezing rain warning, and our app says 24 centimeters of snowfall, really, and 9 millimeters of rain, which is freezing rain probably. And then, yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so let me go into the time again. So let's talk about the city of Hamilton, not Hamilton Township. Why can't we just have one place with one name? This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, so the city of Hamilton, it's going to start at 8 a.m. snowing, which is much earlier than what I said before. And you're going to get into heavy snowfall by 1 p.m. and snow and wind by 4 p.m. So, and gusts up to 58 kilometer an hour gusts all the way into the evening. Wintry mix, and then freezing rain and wind, which is a 60 kilometer an hour gusts at 11 p.m. Freezing rain wind, freezing rain wind, freezing rain wind, and then wintry mix, which probably means ice pellets, overnight and into the morning. And more freezing rain on Thursday. And more freezing rain. It just keeps going. It doesn't end until 12 a.m. on Friday. So Hamilton looks pretty nasty based on our app. It does not look nice. But yes, if you are in the city of Hamilton and you use our app, please search the term City of Hamilton. That would be good. That's a good thing. Coolio on YouTube sent us a super sticker. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Yeah. So again, if you don't have our app, please download it. You can track it. 1 second here. What the heck? You can track our app down. It's free, and you can get it. 1 second here. This looks like spam. I'm gonna block this. There we go. Okay. Interesting. Streamer has lost access to your account. That's odd. Anyways, okay. So yeah, if you want to check out the forecast, please download it. You can get it at instantweatherapp.com. I'll put it in the comments here. Instantweatherapp.com. Oh dear. Okay. Anyways, instantweatherapp.com. You can download our free app. And to download our free app. Smiley face. There we go. All right. I sent that, and for some reason, the live stream went down on Instant Weather Ontario, which is odd. But anyways, these things happen. So long story short, please be safe with the storm. We may or may not live stream tomorrow. It's a possibility, but it's possible we won't. We'll see. And yeah, and again, stay safe. If you don't have to travel, please don't. It's going to be not the greatest. And yeah, anyways, that's the forecast. So we'll have to watch this carefully. And again, we hope everybody stays safe. So thank you so much to everybody joining us on the live stream. Hopefully you have yourself a wonderful evening. We'll be watching this very closely, and check our app, please. And Chantel says, Adam, Thursday snow day. For a lot of areas, it's possible. It's certainly possible for Thursday. Thursday seems like the more likely. Brennan says he's going to be posting the forecast quite soon. So he'll be posting that soon, and you can check out all the details that we already mentioned. But you can always rewind back on this video and see the maps that we posted. So I'll quickly show you them again. So you could pause them maybe. This is the snowfall map. So you could always pause that one. This is the freezing rain map, which looks brutal. I hope everybody in London and surrounding communities are okay. Cross your fingers that it's more ice pellets than freezing rain. Freezing rain is much worse. Ice pellets, not as bad. Ice pellets are still not great for driving conditions, but yeah, but definitely the freezing rain is not great. So let's hope it's more ice pellets than freezing rain. That's always a possibility. Cross your fingers and your toes and your eyes and your T's, and we'll hope that that is the case. And then last but not least, as you already saw, this is the snow day forecast for Wednesday. And then we'll have to see what happens for Thursday as well, too. So anyways, thank you so much, everyone. Have yourself a wonderful night. Heather says, Snacks update. Snacks will not leave me alone when I'm live streaming. It's quite brutal, actually. So I have to, like, put him outside the door. And he just scratches at the door the whole time, but you can't hear it because I have noise canceling on. But yeah, it's impossible to do the live stream with him anymore because he just wants to snuggle the entire time, which is cute, but it's intense. So yeah, well, I'll bring him on for a live stream at some point in time. I'm sure. But anyways, thank you so much. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Coolio. Coolio's is song time. Maybe if we live stream tomorrow. Colleen says app again, please. It's called Instant Weather. You can get it at instantweatherapp.com. I'll pull up that banner one last time. Head over to download our free app at instantweatherapp.com, or just go to the App Store, type Instant Weather, and you can download it there. Again, huge thank you to all those who have subscribed. It's a free app, but a huge thank you to those who have subscribed to remove ads and to extend the future radar 5 hours. And yeah, you make all the difference. You're the reason the app exists, and you help our team so much, and we really sincerely appreciate it. So thank you to those who subscribe to that. Thank you to those who have subscribed to our text message alerts for $3 a month. We really appreciate that as well too. That's still for sure our most reliable service. And yeah, thank you to all those who have sent in stars on Facebook, those who have sent in super chats on YouTube. We really, really appreciate all your support. It really makes a big difference. So thank you to everybody in the community. We're trying our best, and we're always trying to improve things as well too. And thank you to the team, of course. I've already mentioned many of their names, but thank you to everybody on the team for helping. I couldn't do any of this without all of you and all of you in the community. So thank you so much. Very, very grateful for all of you, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Have yourself a good night.